This one is wrong.
To which we look forward in June. We'll do it this round. This time looks, it's 4-3-3 on Tuesday. We'll do it this round. This time looks, it's 4-3-3 on key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the centre striker, of course, and protect their full or key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the centre striker, of course, and protect their full. Champ. Now that the balls come loose. Tosun. Ante. For Rama, a really good feet. Chan, played out wide. And 10. That's good play. 4.
And that was how it went down yesterday in the opener of the Spanish La Liga between Atletico Bilbao and Getafe. Good afternoon, Ekiti State. Good afternoon, sport lovers in the city of Ado-Ekiti. Welcome to the TGIF edition of Sports Parade on AYOBA 95.1 FM, your number one lifestyle radio station in the state of Ekiti, in Ekiti State. My name is Osaige Lawrence, and I am your sports pilot. And I will not be riding solo today. Together with me today in the studio is Mr. Solomon Onosonya, and we shall together be bringing you the latest happenings in the world of sport. Relax and enjoy the ride. Mr. Solomon, good afternoon. Say hello to Ekiti.
Hello, Ekiti people. Hello, everybody. It is always nice to speak football with everyone. I'm looking forward to actually dissecting the game with you guys.
Thank you very much. And that was the voice of Mr. Solomon Onosonya, and it's called X-School.
Yeah.
And on today's show, we shall be kicking off from the grassroots as Delta State names Ogba Okowa in the 7-man local organizing committee for the National Youth Games. Delta State Governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboroweri, announced on Thursday the formation of a 7-member local organizing committee for the 8th National Youth Games set to take place from September 10 to 2024 in Delta State. The committee is led by Chief Solomon Ogba, a former president of the Athletic Federation of Nigeria and the current first vice president of the Nigerian Olympic Committee. Chief Ogba's extensive experience in sports administration is expected to play a pivotal role in the successful organization of the event. And still in the grassroots, the Nigerian Youth League Cup to receive 4th winner to receive 40 million as the league commences on September 8th. The champions of the maiden Nigerian Youth League Cup will receive the sum of 40 million naira when the league ends in April 2025. The National Youth League Cup is an elite tournament, a youth development program with the mission of providing world-class football experience and competition for teenagers and young adults between the age of 16 and 19. In the maiden edition, 30 youth teams will participate in the maiden edition. The 30 teams have been divided into 2 groups, Groups A and Group B. Some of the teams in Group A are Novi Stars, AS Roma of Abuja, Kwara United, Kano Pillars, Yobe Desert Warriors, ABS FC, and in Group B we have Rangers International of Abia Warriors, Aqua United, Shooting Stars, Gateway FC, Enyimba FC, and Sunshine Stars. Not fewer than 1,050 players have been registered to participate in the tournament, while a total of 843 games will be played and broadcast across channels and other platforms through free and paid subscription. All matches will be played on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. So if you are a lover of grassroots sport, if you are a lover of Nigeria, then stay tuned and ensure that you follow to encourage our grassroots athletes. And still on the grassroots sport, organizers announced Chess for Change 9th edition. Organizers of the Chess for Change, a pioneering initiative that harnesses the power of chess to drive positive change in communities, have announced the commencement of its 9th edition. The program aims to provide a platform for students from underserved secondary schools to develop critical thinking, problem solving, and analytical skills through chess. According to the organizers, through the initiative, young minds are empowered, academic performances are boosted, and a culture of strategic thinking and creativity is built. For nearly a decade, the Chess for Change initiative has continued to impact the life of Lagos State Secondary School students, said Kenneth Erukume, country operations partner. It has helped them improve their academic performance and also develop communication, teamwork, and leadership skills. And at this point, I would like to bring on Mr. Solomon because I know that Mr. Solomon is a lover of chess. So, chess for change, for life change. Chess for change. What have you got to say about this? Chess, for young students.
Actually, once again, I want to appreciate everybody for listening to me this particular day. Actually, chess is a game of intellectuals, and like I say it builds intellect. So I notice children who actually spend time, who one way or the other find themselves being able to play this game. There's a very big difference in their way of reasoning, the way they reason, the way they think, how quick and how calculative and how strategic they are. Because chess is a strategy game that it's beyond actually playing the game. It's a strategy game that you actually have to reason beyond your normal reasoning. And that's why I feel like these people creating this platform for these children to actually excel are building bright minds.
So that means chess builds the mind of this young student. But so far, I have not noticed any chess competition in Ekiti State. Don't you think it will be of benefit to Ekiti youths if such initiative is introduced in Ekiti State?
Well, actually, on that particular aspect, I actually have been running some course with a friend of mine. I don't know if I will be speaking. I've been able to pick him online. I don't know if he's listening now. His name is Kola, and he has always been in charge. He has always tried to make sure he facilitates this particular event. And I've also been able to, put myself as I've attended some of his workshop. I think there are some, but I think there's not been enough, to help build our children, especially in Ekiti.
I hope that the game of chess will actually be encouraged in Ekiti, because once upon a time I played it, but I could not continue. And moving on to the continental football, let's start with the CAF Champions League as Rangers target victory over Zilimanjaro in Uyo. Fidelis Ilechukwu and his players have set sight on securing victory over their opponents in the CAF Champions League 2024-2025 first leg preliminary round fixture. The NPFL champions will take on Comoros Island side US Zilimanjaro at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. A strong Rangers delegation that has 26 players, coaches, backroom staff, and other top management officials touched down in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital, on Wednesday, August 14, 2024. Captain of the Flying Antelope, Ugwueze Chinemerem, is optimistic about getting a good result ahead of the return leg that has been fixed for Friday, August 23, 2024, at the same facility, Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo. He said, "We respect our opponent, but we shall do the needful by the God's grace on the field of play." Enugu Rangers and their opponents will be playing together on the same turf, on the same stadium. Don't you think this should be an advantage to Enugu Rangers?
You see, one thing about Nigerian League is I've always found out that it doesn't, the whole home advantage thing we used to actually assume that people have is no longer there, because basically I think the qualities of players in the MPFL, because I'm one of the lover of MPFL and I've been following the game, trying to follow MPFL a lot of times, and I noticed that the quality has actually improved, but I believe there shouldn't be that kind of a big advantage, for them.
But they are both playing on the same pitch, and it goes to Akpabio Stadium.
Yes.
So will a Comoros Island team now come to Nigeria and beat Rangers?
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we actually have this quality. We have this quality in our league that the only thing we need to do, I don't want to go into details right now, but I feel like we have quality players which can compete. But talking about advantage, I think African football, we all understand. It doesn't matter where you are. The sun will meet you the same way. So I think they should be prepared and they should not think they have any home advantage.
Well, if it's up to me, I think it will be a very big shame if they come here and beat us in Nigeria, where home and away will be played on our own land. And still in the CAF Champions League, CAF appoints Ugandan referee for Remo Stars AS Asfa clash. Ahead of the crucial first leg preliminary round of the CAF Champions League, the African Soccer Ruling Body has appointed Ugandan official for the game involving Remo Stars and Asfa of Morocco. The Sky Blues qualified to represent the country after they finished second in the 2023-2024 Nigerian Premier Football League season. Asfa also finished second last season in the Moroccan League. The football body announced Uganda's Moshood Sali as the center referee of the game. The game is scheduled to take place at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene on August 18, 2024. Moving on now, let us take our flight over to the CAF Confederation Cup, where El Kanemi Warriors keeper Abine has said that Ikene is home away from home. El Kanemi Warriors goalkeeper George Abine remains confident that the club will progress to the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup, despite playing their first leg at an adopted home ground in Ikene, Ogun State. The 2023-24 Federation Cup champions will face Daje FC of Benin Republic on Saturday at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene after their home ground in Maiduguri didn't meet up with the CAF accreditation standard. El Kanemi picked the second CAF Confederation Cup ticket by beating Abia Warriors 2-0 in the final of the President Federation Cup in Lagos in June. Nasiru Saliu scored both goals to seal El Kanemi's top title just as they return to the Nigerian Premier Football League. And a quick stop over in the camp of the Super Eagles as Nigeria's Minister of Sport has said that the new Super Eagles coach soon to be announced. Minister of Sport Development John Ewa Eno says a new coach for the Super Eagles will be announced sooner than later. He made this disclosure during an appearance on Politics Tonight on TV on Wednesday. The team have been without a coach since Finidi George resigned in June after a poor run of games in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. But the wait seems to be nearing an end over the minister's assurance, which may have come late, with the Super Eagles facing Benin Republic in a 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers tie in less than 30 days. Harvey Renard, Eric Chelly, as well as local coaches like Samson Siasia and Salisu Yusuf are some of the coaches linked with the job, but the Nigerian Football Federation has so kept its choice under wraps. I would have loved to bring you Mr. Solomon on, but let us quickly take this other news together so we can address it together. However, an update just coming in from Daily Trust is that with 0 wins in the last 10 games, NFF are set to appoint Tom Sentifet as Super Eagles' new coach. The NFF and FG and federal government, according to a report by Daily Post, aren't opposed to hiring the gaffer Tom Sentifet as Super Eagles' new head coach. His rich resume and extensive experience in African football needs to be appreciated. Meanwhile, since taking over the Philippines national team, Coach Sentifet has suffered 4 defeats in his 5 games in charge, including a 5-0 loss to Iraq. Philippine journalist Amel Mukhtar speaking, since he took over as coach of the Philippines team, Sentifet has lost all except one of the games, which ended in a 1-1 draw against Indonesia, Mukhtar State. This record extends back to his time with Gambia, where he failed to win any of his last 6 fixtures. The numbers are not encouraging. Maybe this time it will be different with Nigeria. Mr. What do you have to say? Since June, no coach in Nigeria, and we are having a match next. Well, let's first address that. The long wait. Why?
I honestly don't understand what's going on here. And when I read that news, this news you are reading, when I read it this afternoon, I was very, very shocked. You know, even the fact that the Super Eagles does not have a coach till this time is shocking to me. And if you notice, even before Finidi George took charge, we complained and clamored for clarity when it comes to Super Eagles. And we were not able to, we didn't get that clarity until a kind of a short time to the game. Then they cook up, okay, they decide, okay, we are going with Finidi George. Now, my question is this: when you are bringing in a coach that early and you are expecting that coach to deliver concerning the situation we find ourselves, I don't think there's a way. That adage that says when you fail to plan, then you are planned to fail. So I don't think there's, in fact, I'm not impressed with the way the NFF is going about our coaching aspect.
Don't you think that this fire brigade approach that the NFF has been employing in appointing coaches for the Nigerian team, don't you think this is one of the reasons for the downward spiral in the Super and the poor performance of our Super Eagles?
Of course, I will be saying I will be lying if I'm saying that it's not. The only problem that the Super Eagles have has never been for quality. We have been known for quality. We have been known for good plays. We have been known to get players. We have those players that can actually represent us well. The problem we have always had has been organization. From the top to the bottom of the NFF, I don't understand what is going on there. So I think that is one of the reasons why we are going down.
Now, because of time, let us look at this. Coach Sentifet, is he the right man, or will it be, assuming the NFF now gives him the job, will it be the right gaffer to take Super Eagles to the promised land?
Mr. Osagi, like you know, the numbers don't lie. You understand? Numbers don't lie. A manager that has not come up with a win in how many years of football?
One year. His last win came last year.
And you are expecting him to come with the Eagles and pick up points with the Eagles? I don't think I don't know. I'm still believing the news is a joke. I'm expecting to be officially announced before I stick with it. I don't know.
Now let me throw this question to you. Super Eagles, are we going to the World Cup or are we staying back at home?
Let me just give you this in a straight word. If with this approach we are not going anywhere, because basically there is no way, like I said the other time, when you fail to plan, automatically you plan to fail. So I don't see NFF. In fact, the approach we have now, if we are supposed to go into the World Cup, we should be prepared. We should have a coach, we should have a team, and we should have a process. We don't even have any process. So I don't think, I don't know. It's not good, nice for me.
I don't know. We all don't know, but we wish the Super Eagles the best.
Yes.
Now moving on. News just breaking this afternoon, and tell it to the world that you heard it first on AYOBA 95.1 FM. News just breaking this afternoon has it that Super Falcons retain 36 spots globally, remain #1 in Africa. Nigeria's senior women's football team, the Super Falcons, have retained the 36th position in the latest global ranking by the Federation of International Football Association. The Falcons has also maintained their position as the top-ranked women's football team in Africa, according to the ranking released on Friday. That is today, 16th of August 2024. This ranking follows their disappointing performance at the recently concluded Women's Summer Olympic football event in Paris, France. The Super Falcons failed to progress to the quarterfinals after suffering 3 consecutive defeats, losing 1-0 to Brazil and Spain, and with a heavy defeat to Japan, finishing at the bottom of Group C. Following Nigeria in the African rankings are South Africa, who are ranked 50th in the world, Morocco, who are ranked 59th, Zambia, who are ranked 62nd, and Ghana, who are ranked 66th. The top 10 women's football teams in the world, according to the latest FIFA ranking, are the United States of America, England, Spain, Germany, Sweden, Canada, Japan, Brazil, Korea Democratic Republic, and France. Now we'll be taking our flights to other sports. Let us start from boxing, as Alvarez says that Joshua will beat Fury. Mexican boxer star Saul Cancelo Alvarez has backed Anthony Joshua to emerge victorious in the long-awaited showdown between the British Nigerian and Tyson Fury. If it ever materializes, despite both British heavyweights losing their titles to Alexander Usyk, the prospect of an all-British clash between Joshua and Fury remains one of the most talked about bouts in the world of boxing. Fans have long clamored for the fight, which many believe would settle the debate on who truly is the best heavyweight of their generation. Now, let me pick it from here, Mr. Solomon. Can we classify either of these two? Both of them have been defeated, both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Both have been defeated by the same man, Usyk.
Yes.
Do they rank in the class of the greatest boxers of their generation, the two of them?
Yeah, let me speak on this.
Or have they lost their rights?
Yeah, let me speak on this as boxing is concerned. If you don't know, you don't know. But sometimes we don't appreciate what is us. Maybe probably because Joshua has a kind of a link with Nigeria, and we feel like we've now. But actually, he's a very good boxer. And if you look at the game, all the games this Joshua lost, to this guy, which he lost this game to, it was actually a close game. I think it was only the first game which he was one of the. Yes, if you watch the second game, because I did, I still stayed up all night to see that particular game. And when I saw that match, I knew Joshua was very pissed. He was very pissed for losing that game. And as for Tyson Fury, you can never tell. In fact, the most anticipated fight is those two, boxing against themselves. Even though the belt is with Usyk. That's just how. So you can never rank them low. They are one of the top boxers in the world right now.
That is, we can still rank them as the best boxers of their generation.
Yes.
Now let us move on to UFC. And I know that you are a lover of UFC. Let's take this story, then you give your comment. Adesanya counts on experience to beat Duplessis. Israel's Adesanya is banking on his wealth of experience to gain the upper hand in the highly anticipated UFC heavyweight title fight with Dricus Duplessis at the UFC in Perth, Australia this weekend. The two-time UFC middleweight champion, who has seen both triumph and adversity in the octagon, believes his time in the trenches, both in winning and regaining the belt, will give him the edge in the main event. A special experience is the key. Adesanya said during the UFC media day, a lot has happened in the last few months. I have had to go through some personal challenges, and during that time, I have done a lot of soul searching. I asked myself tough questions. What do I want from this game? What do I want my legacy to be? What do I want my legacy to be? Now, Adesanya tomorrow will be in the octagon again after a long time. Do you see him regaining his place, or has he lost it?
For me, this guy has not been. It's not called the last, style bender for a reason. He lost that game. Also, I was fortunate because anytime it comes to Nigerian athletes, probably even though they are not representing our country, but I kind of follow them a little bit more. This guy can retain it because I know what he can do. I've seen him fight, and I'm sure he will retain his belt.
Well, all the best to Adesanya. We wish him the best, because he's our Nigerian brother. And still in other sports, let's take the flight over to athletics. Ofili Enekweche Ogazi move up in World Athletics ranking. Nigerian sprinter Favour Ofili and Samuel Ogazi, as well as shot put thrower Chukwuebuka Enekweche, are among the highest gainers in the last World Athletics ranking released by the body after the Paris 2024 Olympics. Ofili, who finished 6th in the women's 200 meter, which was won by US Gabby Thomas, moved up from 31st to 8th place in the 200 meter rankings. She takes the lead in the event in Africa and is currently ranked 138 in the overall women's ranking. Despite not featuring in Paris, Jamaica's Sherika Jackson retained her top spot in the event and is followed by the new Olympic champion, Thomas. In the men's 400 meter, Ogazi, who also reached the final in Paris, is now 3rd in Africa and 12th in the world, taking a huge lead from 23rd last month. The 18-year-old had a great run at the Olympic, becoming the first Nigerian to reach the men's 400 meter in 36 years after Innocent Egbunike at the 1988 Games in Seoul. Also, 19-year-old Konyisola Ajayi, who reached the semi-finals of the men's event, of the men's 100 meter, moved 2 places. See, we have a call. So we will open the phone line in a moment, please. The 19-year-old Konyisola Ajayi, who reached the semi-final of the 100 meters men, moved 2 places up in the event, ranking from 25th to 23rd. He is 7th in Africa. His compatriot Uche Shorotishe, Ishekiri, and Favor Ashe are ranked 36th and 42nd, respectively. Nigerian athletes, despite the poor performance at the Olympic, a positive to take from them. What do you have to say?
For me, I think the positive to be taken from these people is because is that their performance has not entirely been their fault. You know, not doing well has not been their fault in the sense that you know, when you prepare, like I keep saying it, when you prepare them well, then you will get this result. All we need to do is we need our system to prepare these people well. When they get enough athletes to get things done, I'm sure they will do better. They will do better when they go to the next tournament.
Since we have listeners who want to make a comment, so let's quickly open the studio line. The studio line is 0906-7386. 0906-7386. We have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is calling Daniel Larwas. I'm calling from Yoruba.
Okay, can we have your comment, please, on the news taken so far?
The news is in, we are all warming up our group, bringing up our comments and everything. I can't wait for the students to begin this evening. I can't wait to see my new
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Larry. Though we haven't gotten there, but we'll be there in a moment. Thank you very much. And before we move on to Europe, let us please look at another one, a quick one from the world of basketball. Nigeria's D Tigers dropped 4 places in the last FIBA ranking released on Thursday. We have another caller. Good afternoon. Your name, please, and where you're calling from. Hello. Can you speak up, please? Your name and where you're calling from. Hello. Temitope, where are you calling from, please? All right, please, can we quickly have your comments, please? Oh, we lost that call. Sorry, please, that is not from the studio here. You can call back. The Tigers dropped 4 places in the last FIBA ranking released on Thursday. The country's men's basketball team slumped from 39th to 42nd position in the ranking. The former African champions garnered 299.7 points during the month under review. The Tigers are currently ranked the 6th best team in Africa. South Sudan are currently the best ranked country on the continent. Cote d'Ivoire, Angola, Tunisia, and Egypt complete the top 5 teams in Africa. Now, after this moment, our flight has taken off from Nigeria, Africa, and from other sports, and we are now flying at an altitude of 95.1 AYOBA FM, and now we will land in Europe England to be precise. The EPL starts today, and Manchester United will open the 2024-2025 season tonight by 8 p.m. at Old Trafford against Fulham. Now, there are new rules in the EPL. In a moment, let's quickly take a look at some of the new rules. Starting from the video assistant referee. The video assistant referee system will have a higher bar for intervening than before. The referee scores means that the VAR should only intervene if they can see without any doubt the referee and the linesman has made a clear mistake. Otherwise, the initial decision will stand. That means fewer stoppage times for marginal decisions to be repeatedly rewatched. Mr. Solomon, let me quickly bring you on. This is a new rule, and it says that VAR can only intervene when the VAR officials have beyond all reasonable doubt believe that the referee has made a mistake. So that means if the referee makes a decision, even if it's an error, if they did not believe it's an error, the game then that stands. Do you think that is okay for football?
Personally, like I said, what did you call it? You call it VAR, and it means video assistant referee. It's not brought into the game to ref the game. Instead, it is brought into the game to actually help the referee. So I think that is the best way it should work. When you feel the referee has made a wrong call, then you call. Not you look into a call that there has to be that part that if the referee made a wrong decision before you come in.
So it's to you, it's a good decision.
It's a very perfect decision.
Where our listeners at home, it's up to you. Do you think that is a good decision? Let us look at another rule. The Premier League match center account, external on social media platform X, will post nearly live explanations of VAR decisions. It plans to show more replays and explain decisions on the big screens in stadiums too. Also, we will see a significant drop in stoppage time this season because of a change in the timing goal celebration. Until now, time was added on for every second between the ball hitting the net and the kick-off being taken. Now, the clock will only be started after 30 seconds. So a game with 6 goals will have 3 minutes less of stoppage time. Now, when a team scores a goal, you have just 30 seconds to celebrate. Is it a good one?
Even though as a football fan you want to celebrate and all the time, but we have to also understand that a game is supposed to go on, and so I don't see anything bad in trying to cut down the time. It's all about making the game free and fair. So for me, it's good.
Now, away from VAR, attacking players blocking or obstructing opposition player at a set piece will be penalized more strictly. Now, this is another rule. Attacking players who are blocking or obstructing opposition players at a set piece will be penalized.
Personally, I feel that is a witch hunt for some people, because I think last season there was a strategy that was adopted by Arsenal personally, where Ben White will always go, in front of the goalkeeper to block the goalkeeper, and then when the corner is taken, then the goal comes in, and I think maybe they're just trying to make everything fair and fair. But every rule that is made, in football is always to help the whole thing. So I think it's good, but it might not be fair on some parts. Some people might not like it, but I don't know. Now just to improve the game.
You obstruct the player to get a card.
Yeah.
Now another rule: the handball law will be relaxed a bit. Players have been told by the Premier League that they do not have to move with their arms rigidly by their sides or behind their back. The position of their arm or hand will be judged in relation to the movement of their body. We get a sense that we give too much handballs for actions that are quite normal and justifiable. This was said by Howard Webb. The guidance to officials this season is less is more. You will see fewer harsh handball penalties. Meanwhile, a non-deliberate handball that leads to a penalty will no longer be an automatic booking or an offence. Now, this is another rule. It has been relaxed. Handball rule has been relaxed. Is it a good one?
For me, that handball rule, everybody has always lodged that complaint. I think hand moving towards the ball should be a penalty. And if you now look into it and see that, okay, this doesn't have any effect, sometimes we have to add common sense. And that's where common sense comes in. So I don't think any ball hitting the hand should be a penalty.
But one thing that I believe that many players now will take advantage of this rule. Now, for an example, the handball of Maradona, the hand of God of Maradona. Now, many players will take this opportunity, will take liberty, and then they will claim that no, it's not a card.
Get the point right. So he went on the website. He said he was going to look at the action movement of the body towards the ball. Now, if the ball is going right and your hand follows the ball to the right, that is different. It's a penalty. But if your hand is stagnant, maybe probably your hand is here, but it's not as if your hand was moving towards the ball, then I don't see the reason why it's a penalty.
Well, we have about seven different new rules. But I think maybe in our next edition, we'll take a look at the rest. But for the sake of time, let's quickly move on. And Emily Eski has tipped City to win the EPL again, with Arsenal coming second for the third consecutive season in a row. He said, I have got the obvious, City in first, followed by Arsenal, Liverpool, and hear me out on this, Chelsea. I put Chelsea in because of other reasons, and knowing how the manager works and what he wants, I was intrigued with the players that he got. Now, Emily Eski is tipping City to go 5 straight premiership, to win it again this season. Is it a good one for the EPL? As the EPL not turned to a Farmers League now?
For me personally, I've said it and I've said it many times. I've said that among my friends and everybody I speak to, especially when we're talking football. You can't be a good English football lover and you expect Man City to win 5 in a row. That is just way outrageous. Now, on what Emily Eski said, I think he said it because he's more of a Chelsea fan. But basically, Chelsea are actually cooking. Actually, they have got a lot of players. They are cooking, but
so they have hope to enter the top 4.
I think they can if they get a striker. I think I heard the vision of Peter Smith. If they get a striker, I think they can because they have a very good team. The only problem is that they have a lot, so there's no way you won't have good bunch of the ones they have.
All right. Still in the EPL, as sports pundit Jeff Sterling has predicted a team that will finish in the Premier League this season. According to Sterling, Manchester United and Chelsea will miss out on the Champions League places. He has backed Liverpool, who are now managed by Arne Slot, to win the title ahead of defending champions Manchester City and Arsenal. Now, Jeff Sterling says Liverpool first, Man City second, Arsenal third. Do you agree with him?
Now, the truth of the matter is that everybody will always speak, from the heart that you should put on, especially when you're predicting football. Now, if you're an Arsenal fan, you will look like, okay, my team is good and you want to, back your team. But the issue is this, the truth of the matter is this, critically looking at it, you have to use common sense. I don't think it's totally right, but some parts of his prediction, I think are okay. Now,
to my callers, the question now goes to my callers. Who do you believe will win the EPL this season? Who will come first, second, third, and fourth in this season? The studio line remains 0906-7386. 0906-7386. Okay, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where are you calling from? Oh, we lost that call. Now quickly moving on. Still in the EPL. Still in the EPL. Eric Ten Hag is talking ahead of the EPL curtain raiser tonight. Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag has said he will not rush Luke Shaw back from injury. Shaw has suffered another setback in his recovery and will be available after the international break in September. The left back has not played for Ten Hag's team since February. However, he has started for England against Spain in Euro 2024 final. And at this moment, let's really hear from Eric Ten Hag.
Always last season, it's about the players who are available, and we're a good group. We can make a strong selection. We can put out a strong team, So we will do. Well, they will be in the squad, and Harry Maguire will be in the squad as well. Okay, he will return in the short term. It doesn't take long, and yeah, we're looking forward, of course, to show very important player for our team.
And that was from Eric Ten Hag. Manchester United take on Fulham tonight by 8 p.m. at Old Trafford. Mr. Losaya, 30 seconds. What does the season hold for Manchester United this season?
As we all know, Manchester United and Chelsea are the money bag of the EPL this season. They have been spending and they have actually added a lot to their squad. So for me, I feel United has gone better than what they used to be. Although I'm not a fan of the coach because he's always making a lot of errors that tends to eat the team towards the end of the game. That's my own opinion anyway. But I feel United have enough squad in their squad to actually make the top four.
What's fate awaits United this season?
Top four, of course. Top four. I think they should make the top four because they have the quality to do so.
Well, I will love to disagree with you, but let's see how the season pans out. Still in the EPL, as Tottenham have suspended Yus Bissouma for their Premier League game at Leicester City on Monday after footage appeared to show the midfielder inhaling laughing gas. Spurs have made a move despite the 27-year-old apologizing for a severe lack of judgment, having posted a video of himself on social media on Saturday which showed him inhaling from a balloon. Quickly away from the EPL, now to the La Liga update. As Nigerian forward Chris Santos Uche scored on his La Liga debut as Getafe held Atletico Bilbao to a 1-1 draw in their opening fixture for the new season. Bojan Sanchez gave Atletico Bilbao the lead 3 minutes before the half-hour mark. Uche, however, rescued a point for his side in his 4th minute. The 21-year-old was in action for the entire duration of the game. The forward joined Getafe from the Spanish 3rd Division club who entered this summer. Jose Bodalos side will host Rayo Vallecano in their next league game. And quickly looking at results from the matches that went down yesterday at the La Liga, Atletico Bilbao and Getafe played a 1-1 draw. Real Betis and Girona also played a 1-1 draw. And on games coming on today in the La Liga, Celta Vigo will take on Alaves by 6 p.m. Las Palmas will be at home to Sevilla by 8:30 p.m. Also in the French Ligue 1, Le Havre and PSG will slug it out together by 7:45 p.m. And quickly to UEFA updates, as Chelsea will play Severus in the playoffs of the UEFA Conference League. We are still awaiting your call. And the question is this: who will win the EPL this season? And what is your own top 4 standing looking like? Our studio number is 090607386. 090607386. We await your calls. Chelsea will play Severus in the playoffs of the UEFA Conference League. This was confirmed on Thursday after Braga's 2-1 win away at the Swiss outfit. The result means we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where are you calling from?
I am James from Jerry.
Okay, Mr. James, can we have your comments? What do you have to say?
Yes, I'm a Manchester United fan. I said Manchester will not finish past 6 or 7.
Hello, you said what?
The way the team is going on now, we cannot do anything.
You cannot, Manchester United cannot do anything. So, at the end of the season, where do you predict that Manchester United will be in the table?
Let's say 5.
Number 5. Meaning no Champions League next season for Manchester United.
No Champions League.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And have a blessed day. And that is coming from a United fan. He believes that United will finish 5th in this season.
I don't know. I would like to ask the Manchester United fan. He has dropped the call. I wanted to ask him, why is it not so obvious? Don't you think Eric Ten Hag will probably get a stick if he doesn't achieve that particular feat? Because he has been there for 3 years now, and I'm sure even though he has been winning just cups, you would want him to do well and finish top.
We have another caller. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, please. You said?
SUN.
Hello, I can't. Sunday. Okay, let's have your comment, please.
Yeah, I need to Arsenal.
To
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Why do you think so?
If how they are supposed to come up with the
You said?
that
Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you okay? You are an Arsenal fan. Oh, now I see where that is coming from. So and how about and okay now let me ask you a question. So far, Arsenal has not signed a striker. Do you think Arsenal can actually go that far without a striker this season? Hello, are you still there? Huh? I can't hear you. Please, you can drop the call and kindly call back. Your line is breaking. And away from there, let's quickly look. We have another caller. Oh, we lost that call. Please kindly call back. And away from there, let us quickly move to transfer updates. Break bank for him. Messi advises Arsenal and Chelsea on striker to sign. For Messi has advised the Gunners and Chelsea to break the bank to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. Isak was being heavily linked with a move away from St. James Park earlier in the year, but Newcastle have made it clear that they want to keep hold of the 24-year-old. Newcastle have done well to keep Alexander Isak and Bruno Guimaraes at the moment. Messi told Sky Sports, "If I was a Chelsea or an Arsenal, I would be breaking the bank for Isak. If Chelsea got Isak, they will certainly finish at the top 4. If Arsenal got him, they will win the league." Mr. Solomon, in 20 seconds, Alexander Isak, do you think it will be a proper fit in Arsenal or in the Chelsea team?
It's the perfect fit for Arsenal team right now, but I'm not sure.
Why?
Because the only thing Arsenal needs to win the league right now is a point man, a man that can put the ball back of the net. And I have 2 people in consideration. That's Victor Osimhen and Alexander Isak.
Now you have brought us the Victor Osimhen, Alexander Isak. Don't you think that if Victor Osimhen comes to the Premier League, it will need time to adapt to the pace, the strength, and the intensity of the Premier League?
Like Osimhen is a striker that shoots on sight. He doesn't do too much. And the Arsenal team is ready to go. So you have Bukayo Saka supplying on the right wing, and you have Martinelli on the left wing.
And you actually think he can contend with the Premier League defenders?
Yes, I think he will bully them. Not just contend, he will bully them.
Why he will bully them? Quickly moving on, still on transfer update. As John Mikel Obi has urged Chelsea to go all out and sign Victor Osimhen this summer. Osimhen has been linked with a move to Stamford Bridge this summer, with the Blues repeatedly interested in signing him on loan with a buy option. Still on the Blues, as Chelsea midfielder Leslie Ugochukwu is set to go to Southampton for a season-long loan. And also still on transfers, Manchester City midfielder Calvin Phillips is all set to leave the Pep Guardiola side after arriving at Ipswich training ground to complete a season-long loan move this summer. Phillips is understood to have been impressed with the project after discussions with Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna and the club chairman Mark Hostin. City, the report added that City are understood to still be paying a portion of Phillips' wages. The player has so far failed to be a regular starter at Man City under Guardiola since joining the Premier League champion from Leeds United in 2022. And still on transfer gossip, Manchester United have told Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen that he is free to find a new club this month and he could live in a cut price deal. Manchester United have no plans to move for Barcelona and Netherlands midfielder Frenkie de Jong, 27, and are pursuing other options. Atletico Madrid would like to complete the sale of Portugal for João Felix to Chelsea and sign the Blues 24-year-old England midfielder Conor Gallagher by Wednesday. We have another caller. Please quickly, your name and where you are calling from. Okay, can we have your comment please in 20 seconds?
Yes, it's a good thing for us. I don't think he's having that. So it's every year talking about it, procrastinating about it, and want to move to it. I don't know. If he find himself in that marriage,
So where do you think is the best place for Osimhen to go at this time?
he has his own choice to make. I can't make the choice.
Okay.
So he has Chelsea there for him. Logo has the stage that I want him to Chelsea.
Okay.
So he can come to us and rescue them.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We don't have much time anymore. And finally, Strasbourg signed Chelsea Diego Moreira, the Portugal under-21 international, officially joined Chelsea in July 2023 from Benfica and has made his first team. It's at this point that we will be calling it a shot. We will call it a wrap on Sports Parade this afternoon on the TGIF edition of Sports Parade. My name is Osaige Lawrence and I am your sports pilot. Thank you, Mr. Onosanya Esku, for coming on the show with us today. 2 seconds.
Big shout out to everyone who have called in. Thank you so much. It's nice to be on the channel with you. I look forward to getting to be on the channel again once again.
Thank you to all our callers. We really appreciate you because you are the blood with which we survive. See you again on Monday on another edition of Sports Parade. And special thanks to my producer in the studio, Mr. DJ Godwin, and to the general manager, Mr. Adewale Ojo. I say thank you for giving us this opportunity. To my head of program, Mr. Adewale Adefemi, we say thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Keep on supporting sports. See you on Monday.